What if the reality you wake up to every day is a lie? What if the boundaries of your life, your career, your relationships, your dreams are nothing more than illusions painted by a mind that's been taught to obey rather than create? Welcome to the Forbidden Mind Code, a transformative odyssey into the suppressed teachings of the subconscious, where the secrets to your infinite potential have been hidden for centuries. This isn't just a video, it's a revolution, a call to break free from the invisible chains that hold you back and step into the power that's always been yours. Are you ready to rewrite the story of your life? This audiobook is your guide to a hidden realm, a place where your thoughts are the chisel, your emotions the clay, and reality the sculpture waiting to be shaped. For too long, these truths have been buried, whispered only by rebels, mystics who danced with the divine, philosophers who dared to question, and scientists who uncovered the mechanics of the mind. Over the next 10 chapters, you'll unravel the forbidden codes of consciousness, blending ancient wisdom with modern discoveries. You'll learn practical exercises to reshape your reality, concepts to ignite your inner fire, and truths that will challenge everything you thought you knew. You are not a bystander in your life. You are the hero, the alchemist, the architect. The question is, will you dare to unlock the code? Let's dive into the journey. Chapter 1. The Hidden Key to Reality. What if the world you navigate daily, your job, your home, your struggles, isn't as solid as it seems? What if it's a projection, a vivid dream woven by the threads of your subconscious mind? For millennia, the most daring thinkers have guarded a secret so potent it was labeled heretical, forbidden, or simply too dangerous for the masses. Your subconscious is the master key to reality itself. This is the first forbidden code. The truth that you are not a passenger in your life but its creator, wielding the power to sculpt your existence with every thought, emotion, and belief. Let's begin with a story that echoes through time. In ancient Greece, around 400 BCE, the philosopher Plato crafted a tale known as the allegory of the cave. Imagine a group of prisoners chained inside a dark cavern facing a blank wall. Behind them burns a fire, casting shadows of objects onto the wall. These shadows are all the prisoners know. They believe them to be reality itself. One prisoner breaks free, ventures outside, and discovers a vibrant world of sunlight and trees and stars. He realizes the shadows are mere reflections, not truth. When he returns to free his companions, they resist, clinging to the familiar illusions. That cave is your mind. The shadows are the beliefs you've inherited about what you can achieve, who you can become, and what's possible. The forbidden code is the realization that you can step out of the cave and paint a new reality. This isn't just a poetic metaphor, it's grounded in science. In the early 2000s, neuroscientist Dr. Joe Dispenza conducted groundbreaking research on neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to rewire itself. His studies revealed that when you focus on a new thought, emotion, or intention, your brain forms new neural connections, reshaping its structure. Every thought you hold is like a brushstroke on the canvas of your life, carving pathways that determine what you see, feel, and experience. But here's the problem. Most of us are painting with someone else's palette. Society hands you its colors. You're not smart enough. Stay in your lane. Dreams are for the lucky few. These are the shadows on the wall, and they've kept you tethered to a reality that doesn't serve you. Yet something brought you here. Spark, a restless yearning, a whisper in your soul that says there's more to life than the shadows. That's your subconscious speaking, the untamed force within you, urging you to take control. The Forbidden Code declares that you are not a victim of circumstance, you are a creator. Your thoughts are the blueprint, your emotions the fuel, and your beliefs the foundation of your reality. When you master these, you step into your sovereignty. Let's anchor this with a historical example. In the 13th century, the Persian mystic Rumi wrote of the inner wine, a divine energy that flows when you align with your deepest truth. He described the mind as a garden, where every thought is a seed that grows into the experiences of your life. Rumi's teachings were radical for his time, suggesting that ordinary people could access divine power through their consciousness. His words were so potent that they were both revered and feared, often whispered in secret to avoid persecution. Today, science echoes Rumi's wisdom. Studies in quantum physics, like those by Dr. Amit Goswami, suggest that consciousness influences the material world. The famous double-slit experiment shows that particles behave differently when observed, hinting that your awareness shapes reality at its core. But knowing this isn't enough. The Forbidden Code demands action. Let's start with your first practice, a simple, sensory-rich exercise to awaken your subconscious power. Practice 1. The Reality Mirror. Find a quiet space and sit comfortably. Close your eyes and imagine a large, shimmering mirror before you, its surface rippling like liquid silver. This is the mirror of your subconscious. Picture your current reality in it, your job, your relationships, your daily life. Now, ask yourself, what shadow beliefs are shaping this reflection? Perhaps it's, I'm not worthy of success, or I'll never find love. Feel the weight of these beliefs like stones in your hands. Now, imagine picking up a new belief, one that feels vibrant and alive, like, I am capable of creating abundance, or I attract meaningful connections. See this belief as a glowing orb, pulsing with color. Gold for abundance, red for love, blue for peace. Place it into the mirror and watch the reflection change. Your workplace transforms into a space of opportunity. Your relationships deepen with authenticity. Spend 5 minutes daily visualizing this new reality, feeling its textures, hearing its sounds, smelling its air. This practice rewires your neural pathways, aligning your subconscious with your desired reality. Let's deepen this with another story. In the 19th century, a scientist named Nikola Tesla claimed that his inventions came from visions he cultivated in his mind. Before building anything, Tesla would visualize every detail, gears turning, currents flowing, until the blueprint was perfect. He called this mental engineering, a process of shaping reality in the mind before it manifested in the world. Tesla's method wasn't just genius, it was a forbidden code, a reminder that the mind is a workshop where reality is forged. Why was this knowledge suppressed? Because a world of empowered creators is a threat to systems built on control. If you believe you can shape your reality, you stop obeying the shadows. You stop accepting limits, you become unstoppable, but the system, whether it's ancient empires or modern institutions, prefers you chained to the cave, doubting your power. The Forbidden Code breaks those chains. Let's explore another layer. Your emotions are the music of your reality. In 2018, psychologist Dr. Barbara Fredrickson's research on positive emotions showed that feelings like joy, gratitude, and love expand your cognitive awareness, making you more creative and resilient. Negative emotions like fear or doubt narrow your focus, trapping you in survival mode. Think of your emotions as a symphony. When you play notes of fear, your reality contracts. When you play notes of possibility, it expands. The Forbidden Code teaches you to be the conductor of this symphony. Practice 2. The Emotional Alchemy. Each morning, take 3 minutes to tune your emotional frequency. Sit quietly and breathe deeply, feeling your chest rise like a tide. Recall a moment when you felt unstoppable, maybe a time you achieved a goal or felt deeply loved. Let that emotion flood your body, warm as sunlight, vibrant as a heartbeat. Now, set an intention for your day. I move through the world with confidence, or I create opportunities effortlessly. Speak it aloud, letting the words resonate like a bell. This practice shifts your emotional state, aligning your subconscious with the reality of empowerment. The Forbidden Code isn't just about thinking or feeling differently, it's about embodying your power. In ancient Egypt, priests taught that the heart was the seat of creation, a sacred space where thoughts and emotions merge to shape the world. Modern science supports this. The heart generates an electromagnetic field 5,000 times stronger than the brain's, influencing your environment in ways we're only beginning to understand. When you align your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs, you become a force of creation, a living alchemist. But here's the challenge. The shadows are persistent. Doubt creeps in, whispering that change is impossible. Society reinforces this, bombarding you with messages of scarcity and fear. The Forbidden Code requires courage, the courage to trust your inner power over external noise. It's not easy, but it's your birthright. Let's tie this together with a final story. In the 1960s, a woman named Louise Hay transformed her life by embracing the power of affirmations. Diagnosed with cancer, she refused to accept the prognosis as her reality. Instead, she visualized her body healing, repeating affirmations like, "I am whole, I am enough." Against all odds, she recovered, later founding a movement that empowered millions to reshape their realities through thought. Hayes' story isn't a miracle, it's a blueprint. She unlocked the forbidden code, proving that your mind can rewrite even the most daunting scripts. As we close this chapter, remember this: you are not bound by the shadows on the wall. You are the light that casts them. Your subconscious is a sacred forge, and every thought, every emotion is a tool to shape your world. The forbidden code is yours to wield, but it demands that you act. Practice the reality mirror and emotional alchemy daily. Feel the shift, see the evidence. You are the hero of this story, and the journey has just begun. Chapter 2: The Silent Architect Within. What if there's a part of you that's been quietly shaping your life, working tirelessly behind the scenes, unnoticed yet all-powerful? A force that builds your reality brick by brick, moment by moment, without you ever giving it a command. This is the second forbidden code. Your subconscious mind is the silent architect of your existence, and it's been following blueprints you didn't even know you drew. In this chapter, we're diving deep into the mechanics of this inner builder, uncovering how it constructs your world and how you can take the reins to design a life that sings with purpose and power. Picture this. It's 1906, and a young man named Napoleon Hill is sitting across from industrial titan Andrew Carnegie. Hill, a scrappy journalist with big dreams, is tasked with a mission that will change the course of personal development forever. Carnegie, one of the wealthiest men in history, reveals a secret: the most successful people don't just work hard, they harness the power of their subconscious minds. He tells Hill that the subconscious is like a garden, growing whatever seeds you plant, whether they're weeds of doubt or flowers of ambition. Inspired, Hill spends the next 2 decades interviewing giants like Thomas Edison and Henry Ford, distilling their wisdom into Think and Grow Rich, a book that's still a beacon for those seeking to master their inner world. Carnegie's insight is the heart of this chapter. Your subconscious is always listening, always building, and it never sleeps. But what exactly is this silent architect? Modern neuroscience offers a clue. In 2011, Dr. David Eagleman, a neuroscientist at Stanford, published research showing that 95% of your brain's activity happens below conscious awareness. Every decision you make, every habit you form, every reaction you have, it's all guided by the subconscious, a vast network of neural pathways shaped by your experiences, beliefs, and emotions. Think of it as an invisible orchestra, playing the symphony of your life based on the sheet music you've given it. The problem? Most of us hand over sheet music written by others, parents, teachers, society, without ever questioning the tune. Let's make this vivid with a metaphor. Imagine your subconscious as a master sculptor, chiseling away at a block of marble called reality. Every thought you dwell on is a strike of the chisel. Every emotion you feel is the force behind it. If you linger on fear, the sculptor carves jagged edges, stressful days, strained relationships. If you focus on possibility, it crafts smooth curves, opportunities, joy, connection. But here's the forbidden truth. You're not just the marble, you're the sculptor too. The moment you realize this, you can start carving intentionally, shaping a masterpiece instead of a mess. Why has this truth been hidden? Because a world of conscious sculptors is a world of rebels. In ancient times, mystery schools like those in Egypt and Greece taught initiates to master their inner worlds, but this knowledge was reserved for the elite. Priests, philosophers, kings, the masses were fed stories of fate and powerlessness to keep them obedient. Even today, systems thrive on your doubt, bombarding you with ads that say you need more money, more stuff, more validation to be whole. The forbidden code flips this lie on its head. You already have everything you need within you. Let's ground this in science. In 2015, researchers at the University of California studied the default mode network, DMN, the part of your brain active when you're daydreaming or lost in thought. They found that the DMN is like a backstage director, constantly processing your beliefs and expectations to shape your perception of reality. If your DMN is steeped in thoughts of scarcity, you'll notice every obstacle, every lack. If it's tuned to abundance, you'll see opportunities everywhere. This isn't magic, it's biology. Your subconscious filters the world based on what you feed it, like a lens coloring everything you see. Now let's travel back to a mystical perspective. In the 8th century, the Indian sage Shankara taught Advaita Vedanta, a philosophy that says reality is a projection of consciousness. He described the mind as a maya, or illusion that veils your true power as a divine creator. Shankara's teachings were radical, suggesting that by mastering your mind, you could transcend the illusion and shape your world. His ideas were so potent that they were often taught in secret, lest they disrupt the social order. Today, quantum physics echoes Shankara's wisdom. The observer effect, demonstrated in experiments like the double slit, shows that your attention influences how particles behave. Your consciousness isn't just observing reality, it's co-creating it. So how do you take control of this silent architect? It starts with awareness. Your subconscious is like a loyal servant, faithfully executing the orders you give it through your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs. But most of us give conflicting orders. You might say, I want success, while secretly believing, I'm not good enough. The subconscious hears the louder signal, the belief, and builds a reality to match. The Forbidden Code teaches you to align your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs into a single clear command. Practice 1. The Blueprint Rewrite. Find a quiet space and grab a notebook. Close your eyes and picture your subconscious as a vast library. Its shelves lined with blueprints of your life, your career, relationships, health. Some blueprints are vibrant, others faded or torn. Now focus on one area of your life you want to transform. Let's say it's your career. See the current blueprint. Maybe it's a cramped office, a draining job, a sense of stagnation. Feel the texture of this blueprint, like brittle paper or heavy stone. Now, imagine crafting a new blueprint. Picture a career that lights you up. Maybe you're leading a team, creating art, or traveling for work. See the details vividly, the warm glow of your workspace, the sound of laughter with colleagues, the thrill of achievement. Write down this vision in your notebook, using sensory language. I feel the smooth wood of my desk, hear the buzz of inspired ideas, taste the satisfaction of success. Then identify one limiting belief tied to the old blueprint, like, I'm not qualified. Replace it with an empowering one. I am capable of mastering any skill I choose. Read this new blueprint aloud daily for 5 minutes, feeling its truth sink into your bones. This practice reprograms your subconscious, giving your silent architect a new design to build. Let's weave in another story. In the 1990s, Jim Carrey, then a struggling actor, wrote himself a check for $10 million for acting services rendered, dated for 5 years in the future. He carried it in his wallet, visualizing himself as a successful actor, feeling the joy and freedom of that reality. By 1994, he landed a role in Dumb and Dumber that paid exactly $10 million. Carrey's story isn't luck, it's the Forbidden Code in action. He gave his subconscious a clear blueprint, and the silent architect built it. But blueprints alone aren't enough. You need to fuel them with emotion. Emotions are the electricity that powers your subconscious. In 2020, a study by Dr. Lisa Feldman Barrett showed that emotions aren't just reactions, they're predictions your brain makes based on past experiences. If you've felt unworthy before, your subconscious predicts more unworthiness, wiring it into your reality. The Forbidden Code teaches you to rewrite these predictions with intention. Practice 2. The Emotion Forge. Each evening, spend 5 minutes forging a new emotional state. Sit comfortably and breathe deeply, feeling your body soften like wax under a flame. Recall a moment when you felt powerful, alive, unstoppable, maybe a time you aced a project or felt deeply loved. Relive it. Hear the sounds, see the colors, feel the warmth spreading through you. Now, anchor this emotion to a word like freedom or strength. Say it aloud, letting it vibrate in your chest. Then pair it with a vision of your desired reality. Say, standing confidently in a new career. Picture it while repeating your anchor word, letting the emotion infuse the vision like ink spreading through water. This practice charges your subconscious with the energy to manifest your blueprint. Let's add one more layer with a historical example. In ancient China, Taoist masters taught that the mind is a jade palace, a sacred space where thoughts and emotions merge to create reality. They practiced inner alchemy, visualizing their desires as glowing orbs of light within the body, fueled by breath and intention. This wasn't just mysticism. Modern biofeedback studies, like those from the HeartMath Institute, show that heart-focused breathing synchronizes your nervous system, amplifying positive emotions and enhancing mental clarity. When you combine visualization with emotional energy, you become a living furnace, forging reality from the raw material of consciousness. Why is this knowledge forbidden? Because it makes you sovereign. A world of people who know they can shape their reality is a world that can't be controlled. Systems, whether ancient empires or modern corporations, thrive on your belief that you're small, that your dreams are unrealistic, that you need permission to shine. The silent architect within you begs to differ. It's been building your life all along, waiting for you to give it a masterpiece to create. Let's close with one final story. In the 1970s, a young woman named Oprah Winfrey grew up in poverty, facing abuse and systemic barriers. Yet, she held a vision of herself as a broadcaster, speaking to millions. She didn't just dream, she visualized, felt, and believed in that reality, even when the world told her it was impossible. Her subconscious, the silent architect, built a path to make it real. Today, she's a global icon. Proof that the forbidden code works when you dare to wield it. As we end this chapter, know this: your subconscious is always working, sculpting your reality with every thought and emotion. The question is, what are you asking it to build? You're not a prisoner of fate, you're the architect of your destiny. Practice the blueprint rewrite and emotion forge daily. Feel the shift, see the evidence, and trust the process. The forbidden code is in your hands, and the next chapter of your journey awaits. Chapter 3: The Alchemy of Belief. What if the only thing standing between you and the life you dream of is a single invisible force? A force so powerful it can bend reality to its will, yet so subtle you barely notice it. This is the third forbidden code. Your beliefs are the alchemical fire that transforms the raw material of your thoughts into the gold of your reality. In this chapter, we're diving into the crucible of belief, exploring how these unseen convictions shape your world, why they've been kept in the shadows, and how you can wield them to forge a life of purpose, abundance, and freedom. Let's start with a story that burns bright. In 1954, a lanky medical student named Roger Bannister stood on a windy track in Oxford, England, facing a challenge the world deemed impossible, running a mile in under 4 minutes. Experts said the human body couldn't withstand the strain. Newspapers called it a fool's errand, but Bannister believed differently. He spent months visualizing himself crossing the finish line, clock ticking below 4 minutes, feeling the wind on his face, hearing the crowds roar. On May 6th, he ran the mile in 3 minutes, 59.4 seconds, shattering the barrier. Within a year, dozens of runners matched his feat. Why? Because Bannister's belief rewrote the blueprint of possibility. Not just for him, but for the world. His story is a spark, proof that belief isn't just a thought, it's a force that reshapes reality. Now let's ground this in science. In 2017, a study by Dr. Elia Crum at Stanford University explored the placebo effect in a new light. Participants were given a cream for a skin condition, but only some were told it was a powerful remedy. Those who believed in the cream's efficacy showed significant improvement, even though it was just a placebo. Why? Because belief triggers the brain to release chemicals like dopamine and endorphins, altering physical outcomes. Your beliefs don't just influence how you feel, they rewrite your biology, your decisions, and the world around you. They're the fire in the alchemical forge, turning the lead of doubt into the gold of possibility. Picture your mind as a vast cathedral, its stained glass windows filtering the light of reality. Each window is a belief, coloring what you see and experience. If you believe I'm not enough, the world appears dim, full of rejection and struggle. If you believe I am unstoppable, the same world glows with opportunity and synchronicity. The forbidden code reveals that you are the stained glass artist, choosing the colors that shape your cathedral. But here's the catch. Most of us inherit our windows from others, parents, teachers, society, never realizing we can craft new ones. Why has this truth been veiled? Because belief is power, and power in the hands of the many threatens those who seek control. In ancient Rome, emperors used myths of divine fate to keep citizens in line, convincing them their place in life was fixed. Today, media and systems bombard you with messages that you're incomplete without their products, their approval, their rules. The Forbidden Code flips this narrative. Your beliefs are yours to shape, and with them you can forge a reality that defies the odds. Let's weave in a mystical perspective. In the 6th century BCE, the Buddha taught that mind is the forerunner of all things. He described beliefs as seeds planted in the soil of consciousness, growing into the trees of your experiences. A belief in suffering yields a life of pain. A belief in liberation yields freedom. This wasn't just philosophy, it was a call to alchemy, to transform your inner world, to reshape the outer. Modern science backs this up. In 2019, neuroscientist Dr. Andrew Newberg studied how beliefs influence brain function. His research showed that strongly held beliefs activate the prefrontal cortex, enhancing focus and decision-making, while negative beliefs trigger the amygdala, locking you in fear. Your beliefs are literally sculpting your brain, moment by moment. But beliefs aren't just personal, they're contagious. In the 1980s, sociologist Dr. Robert Merton coined the term self-fulfilling prophecy, describing how collective beliefs shape outcomes. If a community believes a person is destined to fail, they often do, not because of fate, but because the belief creates a reality of exclusion and doubt. Conversely, when you believe in your own potential, you radiate a frequency that draws support, opportunities, and synchronicities. The Forbidden Code teaches you to be the source of your own prophecy, to ignite a fire that lights up the world. Let's make this tangible with a story from history. In the 19th century, a young girl named Helen Keller lost her sight and hearing at 90 months old. Doctors said she'd never communicate or learn. But her teacher, Anne Sullivan, believed otherwise. Sullivan poured her conviction into Helen, teaching her to connect words with sensations, to believe in her own mind. Against all odds, Helen became a writer, activist, and global inspiration. Her belief, kindled by Sullivan's, turned a life of darkness into one of radiant impact. This is the alchemy of belief, turning impossibility into triumph. So, how do you harness this fire? It starts with uncovering the beliefs you already hold. Most of us carry hidden convictions, like rusted nails buried in the foundation of our minds. They're so ingrained we don't see them. I'll never be wealthy. Love always leaves. I'm not meant for greatness. These beliefs aren't truths. They're spells cast by repetition, and the Forbidden Code gives you the power to break them. Practice 1. The Belief Crucible. Find a quiet space and take a journal. Close your eyes and imagine a glowing crucible, a molten vessel pulsing with heat. This is the forge of your beliefs. Picture your current reality, say a financial struggle or a strained relationship. Ask yourself, what belief is fueling this? Maybe it's money is hard to come by, or I don't deserve love. Write down the belief, feeling its weight like cold iron. Now, toss it into the crucible. Watch it melt, sizzling into nothingness. Next, forge a new belief. If the old one was money is scarce, craft, abundance flows to me effortlessly. See this new belief as a golden flame, bright and alive. Write it down in vivid detail. I feel the crisp weight of money in my hands, hear the chime of opportunity, see doors opening to wealth. Speak it aloud, letting its warmth fill your chest. Spend 5 minutes daily visualizing this belief taking root, like a tree growing in fertile soil. This practice burns away limiting beliefs and forges new ones, aligning your subconscious with the reality of possibility. Let's add another layer with a modern example. In 2008, a young entrepreneur named Elon Musk faced near ruin. His companies, Tesla and SpaceX, were bleeding money, and critics called him a dreamer doomed to fail. But Musk held a belief that he could revolutionize transportation and space travel. He visualized rockets landing, cars humming with electricity, and humanity reaching Mars. Against all odds, he pushed forward, and today his companies are worth billions. Musk's belief wasn't just optimism, it was alchemy, turning vision into reality through relentless conviction. But belief isn't just about thinking. It's about feeling. Emotions are the fuel that makes beliefs stick. In 2021, a study by Dr. Lisa Feldman Barrett showed that emotions amplify the impact of beliefs, embedding them deeper into your neural network. If you believe I'm capable but feel doubt, the belief won't take root. The Forbidden Code teaches you to marry belief with emotion, creating a fire that burns through obstacles. Practice 2, the flame of conviction. Each morning, spend 5 minutes igniting your belief with emotion. Sit quietly and breathe deeply, feeling your body relax like a river settling into calm. Choose a belief from your belief crucible practice, like, I am a magnet for success. Picture a moment when you felt that truth. Maybe a time you nailed a presentation or felt unstoppable. Relive it. Hear the applause, see the smiles, feel the rush of confidence. Now, anchor this emotion to your belief by repeating it aloud. I am a magnet for success. Let the words spark in your chest, like flint striking steel. Visualize your desired reality. Say, leading a thriving business infused with this emotion. See the colors, hear the sounds, feel the triumph. This practice fuses belief with emotion, making it a living flame in your subconscious. Let's weave in one more thread from history. In ancient Mesopotamia, priests of Inanna, the goddess of love and war, taught that belief was a sacred act, a way to commune with the divine. They visualized their desires in rituals, believing their thoughts could influence the gods. Modern biofeedback research supports this. When you hold a belief with emotional intensity, your heart's electromagnetic field expands, influencing your environment in ways science is only beginning to understand. Your belief is a signal broadcasting your reality to the universe. Why is this knowledge forbidden? Because it makes you a creator, not a consumer. A world of alchemists forging their own realities doesn't need external validation or control. It's a world where you decide what's possible, where you sculpt your cathedral with windows of your own design. But this power comes with responsibility. Beliefs are double-edged. You can forge freedom or chains. The Forbidden Code asks you to choose wisely, to burn away doubt and ignite possibility. Let's close with a final story. In the 1960s, a young boxer named Muhammad Ali faced a world that doubted him. Born Cassius Clay, he was told he'd never be a champion, that he was too brash, too bold. But Ali believed he was the greatest, declaring it with such conviction that it became his reality. He visualized victories, felt the thrill of the ring, and spoke his truth until the world believed it too. Ali's belief wasn't just confidence. It was alchemy, turning a young man from Louisville into a global legend. As we end this chapter, know this: your beliefs are the fire that shapes your reality. You are not bound by the world's limits. You are the alchemist, holding the power to transform lead into gold. Practice the belief crucible and flame of conviction daily. Feel the heat, see the shift, and trust the process. The Forbidden Code is yours, and the next chapter of your journey is calling. In Chapter 4, the frequency of creation. What if your life is vibrating at a frequency you didn't choose, broadcasting a signal that shapes everything you attract, your opportunities, your relationships, your reality itself? What if you could tune that frequency like a radio dial to resonate with abundance, love, and purpose? This is the fourth Forbidden Code. Your consciousness emits a frequency that creates your world, and by mastering it, you become a maestro of reality. In this chapter, we'll explore the unseen vibrations of your thoughts and emotions, blending ancient wisdom with cutting-edge science to show you how to align your inner signal with the life you were born to live. Let's begin with a story that hums with possibility. In 1928, a young inventor named Royal Rife, a scientist with a passion for healing, discovered something extraordinary. Using a microscope he built himself, Rife observed that every living thing vibrates at a unique frequency. He theorized that diseases could be destroyed by matching their frequency with a precise counter-vibration, like a singer shattering a glass with the right note. His work was revolutionary, but it was silenced. Labeled too radical, too disruptive, Rife's story is a spark. Everything in the universe, including you, is vibrating. And the Forbidden Code teaches you to tune your frequency to create, not destroy. Science backs this up. In 2014, physicist Dr. Carlo Rovelli published research on quantum field theory, suggesting that reality is a web of vibrational fields. Particles, atoms, even your body are not solid. They're patterns of energy, humming at specific frequencies. Your thoughts and emotions are no different. Neuroscientist Dr. Candice Pert, in her 1997 book Molecules of Emotion, showed that emotions trigger neuropeptides, chemical signals that ripple through your body, altering its energy. When you feel joy, your body vibrates with a high, expansive frequency. When you feel fear, it contracts, low and heavy. Your subconscious is like a transmitter, broadcasting this frequency to the universe, attracting experiences that match its signal. Picture your consciousness as a cosmic radio station. Every thought is a song, every emotion a melody, and the universe is the audience, tuning into your broadcast. If you're playing a song of doubt, I'll never succeed, I'm not worthy, you attract static, missed opportunities, strained connections. But if you play a song of possibility, I am capable, I create abundance. The universe responds with clarity, synchronicities, open doors, inspired ideas. The forbidden code reveals that you are the DJ, choosing the playlist of your reality. Why was this knowledge hidden? Because a world of people tuning their own frequencies is a world of creators, not followers. In ancient India, the Vedic texts spoke of Nada Brahma, the idea that the universe is sound and consciousness is its conductor. Sages taught that by chanting mantras, you could align your vibration with the cosmos, manifesting desires. These teachings were guarded, shared only with initiates, because they gave ordinary people divine power. Today, systems profit from your misalignment, keeping you stuck in low frequencies of fear and scarcity through endless news cycles and societal pressures. The forbidden code breaks this spell, handing you the dial to your own station. Let's weave in a modern story. In 2010, a struggling musician named Pharrell Williams sat in a studio, feeling stuck. Then he wrote a song called Happy, pouring into it a frequency of joy and freedom. He visualized people dancing, smiling, connecting. The song became a global phenomenon, not because it was complex, but because it vibrated with a universal frequency of lightness. Pharrell's success wasn't just talent. It was the forbidden code in action, aligning his inner signal with a reality of impact and abundance. Now let's dive deeper with science. In 2022, researchers at the HeartMath Institute studied heart rate variability, HRV, a measure of the heart's rhythmic patterns. They found that positive emotions like gratitude and love create coherent HRV patterns, syncing the heart and brain into a high-frequency state. This coherence enhances intuition, creativity, and even physical health. Negative emotions like anger or anxiety create jagged, incoherent patterns, disrupting your body's energy. Your frequency isn't just a metaphor. It's a measurable force, shaping your reality from the inside out. But how do you tune this frequency? It starts with awareness. Your subconscious is constantly broadcasting, shaped by the thoughts you repeat, the emotions you dwell on, and the beliefs you hold. Most of us are stuck on autopilot, playing old songs we didn't choose. I'm not enough. Life is a struggle. The forbidden code teaches you to change the station, to intentionally craft a signal that resonates with your deepest desires. Practice 1. The frequency cleanse. Find a quiet space and sit comfortably, close your eyes, and imagine your consciousness as a glowing orb, pulsing with light. This is your inner radio, broadcasting your frequency. Notice its current signal. Maybe it's dim, flickering with doubt, or heavy with worry. Feel its texture, like static, crackling, or a low hum. Now breathe deeply, letting your breath flow like a clear stream. With each inhale, draw in light, bright and warm, cleansing the orb. With each exhale, release static, old fears, limiting thoughts, watching them dissolve like mist. Now, choose a frequency to broadcast, like abundance or peace. Picture it as a vibrant color. Gold for abundance, blue for peace. See the orb glowing with this color, its pulse strong and steady. Hear it hum, a sound like a tuning fork, resonating through your body. Speak an affirmation aloud. I vibrate with abundance, or I radiate peace. Spend 5 minutes daily visualizing this, feeling the frequency ripple outward, attracting matching experiences. This practice clears your subconscious signal, tuning it to a higher vibration. Let's add a historical layer. In ancient Egypt, priests of Thoth, the god of wisdom, used sound in rituals to align with divine frequencies. They chanted sacred syllables, believing each sound carried a vibration that could shape reality. Modern studies on sound therapy, like those by Dr. Mitchell Gaynor in 2002, confirm that sound frequencies can reduce stress and enhance brain function. When you align your inner frequency with intention, you're not just chanting, you're conducting the symphony of your life. But frequency isn't just about you, it's about connection. In 2018, physicist Dr. Rupert Sheldrake explored morphic resonance, the idea that consciousness creates fields that link us to others. When you vibrate at a frequency of love or purpose, you resonate with people, ideas, and opportunities on the same wavelength. Ever notice how a single positive person can light up a room? That's their frequency at work, drawing others into their signal. The Forbidden Code teaches you to be that person, to broadcast a vibration so powerful it reshapes the world around you. Practice 2. The Resonance Ritual. Each evening, spend 5 minutes anchoring your frequency with intention. Stand tall, feet grounded like roots in the earth. Breathe deeply, feeling your body hum like a tuning fork. Choose a quality you want to embody: confidence, joy, clarity. Picture it as a sound wave, rippling from your heart outward like circles on a pond. See it touching everything: your home, your loved ones, your goals, infusing them with this quality. Speak it aloud. My confidence ripples through my life, attracting success. Feel the vibration in your chest, strong and clear. Visualize one specific outcome, like acing a meeting or connecting deeply with someone infused with this frequency. This practice aligns your subconscious with a magnetic signal, drawing your desires into reality. Let's tie this to a modern example. In 2015, a woman named Lisa Nichols, once a single mother on welfare, transformed her life by tuning her frequency. She visualized herself as a global speaker, radiating confidence and impact. She spoke affirmations daily, feeling the joy of inspiring millions. Today, she's a best-selling author and motivational icon, proof that aligning your frequency can shift your reality from scarcity to stardom. Nichols didn't wait for permission, she changed her signal, and the universe responded. Why is this knowledge forbidden? Because a world of people broadcasting their own frequencies is a world that can't be manipulated. Systems thrive on keeping you tuned to fear, doubt, and distraction, ensuring your signal stays weak. The Forbidden Code hands you the dial, daring you to play a new song. But this power requires discipline. Your frequency wavers when you let negativity creep in, scrolling through fear-mongering news, dwelling on resentment. The code asks you to guard your signal, to choose thoughts and emotions that resonate with your highest self. Let's close with one more story. In the 12th century, the mystic Hildegard of Bingen wrote of Viriditas, the greening power of life, a divine vibration flowing through all things. She saw humans as instruments of this energy, capable of creating beauty through their inner harmony. Hildegard's visions were so radical they were nearly suppressed, but she persisted, composing music and writing texts that still resonate today. Her life is a testament to the Forbidden Code. When you align your frequency with purpose, you become a force of creation. As we end this chapter, know this: your consciousness is a radio, broadcasting a signal that shapes your reality. You are not a victim of the static. You are the maestro, tuning the dial to a symphony of possibility. Practice the frequency cleanse and resonance ritual daily. Feel the hum, see the shift, and trust the vibration. The Forbidden Code is yours, and the next chapter of your journey is waiting. Chapter 5. The Dream Weaver's Loom. What if your dreams, those fleeting visions that dance in your mind at night or spark in moments of quiet longing, are more than mere fantasies? What if they're threads in a vast tapestry, woven by a hidden part of you that knows no limits? This is the 5th Forbidden Code. Your subconscious is a dream weaver, crafting the fabric of your reality through the visions you hold. And by mastering this loom, you can weave a life of purpose, beauty, and power. In this chapter, we'll unravel the art of conscious dreaming, blending ancient mysticism with modern psychology to show you how to spin your deepest desires into the threads of your existence. Let's begin with a story that shimmers like a vision. In 1877, a young seamstress named Mary Baker Eddy lay bedridden, plagued by chronic illness. Doctors offered no hope, but Eddy refused to surrender. She turned inward, diving into her dreams, not just nighttime reveries, but vivid imaginings of health and purpose. She visualized herself vibrant, teaching others to heal through the power of the mind. Her visions were so potent that she not only recovered but founded Christian Science, a movement that inspired millions to harness the mind's creative power. Eddy's story is a thread in the tapestry. Your dreams are not random, they're the raw material of your reality, waiting to be woven. Science illuminates this truth. In 2016, psychologist Dr. Robert Stickgold at Harvard studied the role of dreams in problem solving. His research showed that during REM sleep, the brain weaves together memories, emotions, and ideas, creating new neural connections that spark creativity and insight. But this isn't just about sleep. Daydreams, visualizations, and moments of inspired imagination work the same way, activating the brain's prefrontal cortex to simulate possible futures. Your subconscious is a loom, constantly threading your visions into the fabric of your life. The problem? Most of us let this loom run on autopilot, weaving patterns of fear or doubt because we don't know how to guide it. Picture your mind as a vast atelier where a golden loom hums with energy. Each thought is a thread, each emotion a dye, and your dreams, both waking and sleeping, are the patterns you weave. If you dream of failure, the loom spins a tapestry of struggle, its colors muted and frayed. But if you dream of triumph, it weaves a masterpiece, vibrant with possibility. The Forbidden Code reveals that you are the weaver, not the cloth. You can choose the threads, set the pattern, and create a reality that reflects your highest vision. Why has this truth been concealed? Because a world of dream weavers is a world of creators, unbound by external limits. In ancient Greece, the Oracle of Delphi guided seekers through visions induced by ritual and trance, teaching them to tap into the subconscious to shape their destinies. These practices were sacred, shared only with those deemed worthy, because they gave individuals the power to defy fate. Today's systems profit from your disconnection, flooding you with distractions, endless notifications, societal pressures that keep your loom weaving someone else's design. The Forbidden Code hands you the shuttle, urging you to weave your own story. Let's weave in a modern example. In 2005, a young woman named J.K. Rowling was a single mother on welfare, her dreams of writing dismissed as impractical, but she held a vision. A world of wizards, friendship, and courage. She spent years weaving this dream in her mind, seeing Hogwarts halls, hearing Harry's laughter, feeling the thrill of magic. That vision became Harry Potter, a global phenomenon that transformed her life and millions of others. Rowling didn't just write a story, she wove a reality, thread by thread, through the power of her subconscious. Now, let's ground this in science. In 2020, neuroscientist Dr. Tara Swart studied visualization and its impact on the brain. Her research showed that when you vividly imagine a goal, say, giving a confident speech, the brain activates the same neural pathways as if you were actually doing it. This mental rehearsal strengthens connections in the motor cortex and prefrontal cortex, priming you for success. Your dreams aren't just fantasies, they're rehearsals, preparing your subconscious to weave the reality you envision. But dreams alone aren't enough. They need intention and emotion to hold the pattern. In ancient Tibet, Buddhist monks practiced dream yoga, a discipline where they trained to control their dreams, using them to explore the nature of reality. They believed that by mastering the dream state, they could master waking life, weaving their desires into existence. Modern psychology echoes this. A 2019 study by Dr. Daniel Wegner showed that intentional visualization paired with emotional intensity increases the likelihood of achieving goals by aligning the subconscious with conscious intent. Your dreams are the warp and weft of your reality, but you must weave them with purpose. So how do you become a conscious dream weaver? It starts with reclaiming your visions. Most of us dismiss our dreams as unrealistic or let them fade under the weight of daily life. The Forbidden Code teaches you to honor your dreams, to see them as sacred patterns waiting to be woven. It's about choosing the threads, thoughts of possibility, emotions of joy, and guiding the loom with clarity and conviction. Practice 1. The Dream Tapestry. Find a quiet space and grab a journal. Close your eyes and picture a golden loom before you, its threads shimmering like starlight. This is the loom of your subconscious. See the tapestry of your current life, perhaps a job that feels heavy, relationships that lack spark. Feel the texture of this tapestry, rough or faded now. Imagine a new pattern, a dream you hold. Maybe it's traveling the world, starting a business, or finding deep love. Picture it vividly. See the azure waves of a tropical beach. Hear the buzz of your thriving company. Feel the warmth of a loving embrace. Write this dream in your journal using sensory details. I smell the salt air, see the sunset's glow, feel the freedom of adventure. Then, identify one limiting thought that blocks this dream, like, I can't afford it, or I'm not ready. Replace it with an empowering thread. I attract the resources I need, or I am prepared for greatness. Spend 5 minutes daily visualizing your dream tapestry, feeling its colors and textures, speaking your empowering thread aloud. This practice guides your subconscious loom, weaving your vision into reality. Let's add a historical thread. In the Renaissance, Leonardo da Vinci was a master dream weaver. Before painting the Mona Lisa or sketching flying machines, he visualized every detail in his mind's eye, seeing the brushstrokes, feeling the mechanics of flight. His notebooks reveal a man who lived in his dreams, weaving them into inventions and art that still awe us today. Leonardo's genius wasn't just skill, it was the forbidden code, the ability to weave reality from vision. But weaving requires more than vision. It needs emotional dye. Emotions are the colors that make your tapestry vibrant. In 2021, psychologist Dr. Barbara Fredrickson's research on positive emotions showed that feelings like awe, gratitude, and hope expand your cognitive flexibility, making you more open to new possibilities. Negative emotions like fear or shame shrink your vision, weaving a tapestry of limitation. The Forbidden Code teaches you to dye your threads with emotions that lift you, creating a reality that shines. Practice 2. The Emotional Thread. Each morning, spend 5 minutes infusing your dream with emotion. Sit quietly and breathe deeply, feeling your body soften like silk unwinding. Choose a dream from your dream tapestry practice, like building a fulfilling career. Picture a moment when you felt that dream's essence. Maybe a time you felt proud, inspired, or free. Relive it. Hear the sounds, see the light, feel the joy pulsing through you. Now, anchor this emotion to your dream by repeating an affirmation. I weave a career of purpose and joy. Visualize your dream taking shape, its threads glowing with this emotion like gold woven into fabric. Feel the tapestry coming alive, resonating with your heart. This practice dyes your subconscious threads, making your dream vivid and magnetic. Let's weave in one more layer from history. In ancient Hawaii, the kahuna priests practiced ho'oponopono, a ritual of aligning the mind with divine vision. They believed that by visualizing harmony and feeling its truth, they could weave healing into their communities. Modern studies on mindfulness, like those by Dr. John Kabat-Zinn in 2018, show that visualization paired with emotional focus reduces stress and enhances mental clarity. When you weave your dreams with intention and emotion, you're not just imagining, you're creating. Why is this knowledge forbidden? Because a world of dream weavers is a world that can't be controlled. Systems thrive on your disconnection from your visions, keeping you busy with trivial tasks and fleeting distractions. The Forbidden Code dares you to reclaim your loom, to weave a tapestry that reflects your soul's deepest desires. But this power demands focus. Your dreams can fray if you let doubt or distraction pull the threads. The code asks you to guard your vision, to weave with purpose and love. Let's close with a final story. In the 1980s, a young athlete named Michael Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team, told he wasn't good enough. But Jordan dreamed differently. He visualized himself soaring over courts, sinking impossible shots, feeling the thrill of victory. He wove that dream with relentless practice and unyielding belief, becoming the greatest basketball player of all time. Jordan's tapestry wasn't just skill, it was the forbidden code, weaving a reality from the threads of his dreams. As we end this chapter, know this. Your subconscious is a loom, weaving the tapestry of your life with every dream you hold. You are not a bystander, you are the dream weaver, crafting a reality as vibrant as your vision. Practice the dream tapestry and emotional thread daily. Feel the thread, see the pattern, and trust the process. The forbidden code is yours, and the next chapter of your journey awaits. Chapter 6, The Compass of Intuition. What if there's a voice within you, soft yet unshakable, that knows the path to your highest destiny? A guide that whispers truths your conscious mind overlooks, steering you through life's storms with a clarity no map could match. This is the sixth forbidden code. Your intuition is a compass, tuned to the magnetic pull of your subconscious, and by learning to trust it, you can navigate the unseen currents of reality to create a life of purpose and power. In this chapter, we'll explore the sacred art of listening to this inner guide, weaving ancient wisdom with modern science to show you how to follow its needle toward your true north. Let's begin with a story that resonates like a choir bell. In 1945, a young woman named Etty Hillesum, living in Nazi-occupied Amsterdam, faced unimaginable hardship. Amidst the chaos, she turned inward, listening to a voice she called her inner knowing. This intuition guided her to write journals of profound insight, finding peace and purpose even in the face of death. Her words, later published, inspired millions, not because she escaped her fate, but because she followed her compass, aligning her life with meaning. Etty's story is a beacon. Your intuition is a light in the dark, ready to guide you when logic alone isn't enough. Science sheds light on this inner guide. In 2016, neuroscientist Dr. Antonio Damasio published research on the somatic marker hypothesis, showing that intuition arises from the brain's integration of emotional and bodily signals. Your subconscious processes vast amounts of data, patterns, memories, sensations, faster than your conscious mind can compute, delivering insights as gut feelings or sudden knowing. Think of intuition as a cosmic GPS, recalculating your route based on the subtle vibrations of your inner world. When you trust it, you navigate life with precision. When you ignore it, you risk wandering off course. Picture your intuition as a golden compass, its needle quivering with the energy of your subconscious. Each choice you face, big or small, sets the needle spinning, pointing toward paths that align with your deepest truth. If you choose from fear, the needle falters, leading you to dead ends, jobs that drain you, relationships that dim your light. But if you choose from trust, the needle steadies, guiding you to synchronicities, opportunities, and moments of flow. The forbidden code reveals that you are the navigator, not the ship. Your intuition is always pointing to your true north. You just need to learn its language. Why has this knowledge been buried? Because a world of people guided by intuition is a world of free spirits, unbound by external control. In ancient China, Taoist sages like Lao Tzu spoke of the Tao, a universal flow accessed through inner stillness. They taught that by listening to the subtle voice within, you could move in harmony with the cosmos, creating effortlessly. These teachings were often kept secret, shared only with disciples, because they empowered individuals to defy rigid hierarchies. Today, systems profit from your doubt, drowning your intuition with noise, endless ads and opinions and distractions that keep you second-guessing your inner compass. The forbidden code hands you the needle, daring you to trust it. Let's weave in a modern story. In 1997, Steve Jobs returned to a struggling Apple, a company he'd co-founded but been ousted from. Critics said it was doomed, but Jobs listened to his intuition, a gut feeling that Apple could redefine technology. He visualized sleek devices, intuitive designs, and a world connected by innovation. Ignoring skeptics, he followed that inner compass, launching the iPod, iPhone, and a legacy that reshaped the world. Jobs didn't rely on market data alone. He trusted the forbidden code, letting his intuition guide him to a reality few could imagine. Now, let's ground this in science. In 2019, researchers at the University of Cambridge studied the role of the insula, a brain region linked to intuition. They found that people with stronger insular activity made better decisions in uncertain situations, as if their subconscious was picking up signals their conscious mind missed. Intuition isn't magic. It's your brain's ability to process subtle cues like a sailor reading the stars. But it's more than biology. In ancient Egypt, priests of Ma'at, the goddess of truth, taught that intuition was a divine spark, a connection to the cosmic order. By meditating on their inner voice, they aligned with truth, making decisions that shaped empires. Modern biofeedback studies, like those from the HeartMath Institute in 2020, show that heart-focused breathing enhances intuitive clarity, syncing the heart and brain into a state of coherence. Your intuition is a bridge between the physical and the divine, guiding you to your destiny. So, how do you tune into this compass? It starts with stillness. Your intuition speaks in whispers, easily drowned by the noise of daily life, stress, overthinking, external pressures. The Forbidden Code teaches you to quiet the chatter, to listen for the subtle pull of your inner knowing. It's about trusting the nudge, the gut feeling, the sudden spark of insight that says, this is the way. Practice 1, the compass calibration. Find a quiet space and sit comfortably. Close your eyes and picture a golden compass in your hands, its needle glowing softly, tuned to your subconscious. Feel its weight, cool and smooth, like polished stone. Now, bring to mind a decision or question in your life, maybe a career move, a relationship choice, or a personal goal. Ask your intuition, what is my true north? Breathe deeply, letting your body relax like a lake settling into stillness. Notice any sensations, a warmth in your chest, a tingle in your gut, a fleeting image. Write down what you feel, even if it's vague. A sense of calm, an image of a new city, a pull towards saying no. Then visualize the compass needle steadying, pointing to a path that feels right. See yourself walking it, hear the crunch of gravel. Feel the breeze of possibility. Spend 5 minutes daily asking your compass a question and listening for its answer. This practice sharpens your intuitive signal, aligning your subconscious with your true path. Let's add a historical thread. In the 15th century, Joan of Arc, a peasant girl in France, heard voices guiding her to lead an army against impossible odds. Her intuition wasn't just faith, it was a compass, directing her to rally a nation and change history. Despite being mocked and doubted, she trusted her inner knowing, proving that intuition can move mountains. Joan's story reminds us that your compass is powerful, even when the world says otherwise, but intuition needs more than listening, it needs trust. Doubt can jam the needle, making you second-guess your instincts. In 2021, psychologist Dr. Gerd Gigerenzer studied fast and frugal decision-making, showing that gut instincts often outperform overanalyzed choices in complex situations. Your subconscious processes millions of data points, patterns, emotions, experiences, delivering answers faster than logic can. The Forbidden Code teaches you to honor these answers, to act on the nudge even when it defies reason. Practice 2, the intuitive leap. Each evening, spend 5 minutes acting on your intuition. Start small. Choose a task, like calling a friend or starting a project, based on a gut feeling. Close your eyes and picture your compass, its needle pointing to this action. Feel the pull like a magnet drawing you forward. Now, take one step toward it. Send the message, write the first sentence, take the first walk. As you act, notice how it feels. Is there a spark of excitement, a sense of flow? Write down the outcome. I called her and felt connected. I started writing, and ideas flowed. This practice builds trust in your compass, training your subconscious to guide you with clarity. Let's weave in one more layer from history. In ancient Greece, the philosopher Socrates spoke of his demon, an inner voice that guided his decisions. This wasn't a deity but an intuitive sense, warning him against wrong paths and nudging him toward truth. Socrates' reliance on his demon made him a revolutionary thinker, but it also led to his trial, as his independence threatened Athens' control. Modern neuroscience supports this. A 2018 study by Dr. Joel Pearson showed that intuition integrates unconscious knowledge, giving you insights logic alone can't reach. When you follow your compass, you tap into a wisdom deeper than reason. Why is this knowledge forbidden? Because a world of intuitive navigators is a world that can't be steered. Systems thrive on your reliance on external rules, logic, authority, fear, keeping you disconnected from your inner guide. The Forbidden Code dares you to trust your compass, to navigate by the stars within you. But this power demands courage. Intuition often points to paths that scare you, leaving a safe job, speaking your truth, chasing a dream. The code asks you to take the leap, to trust the needle even when the path is unclear. Let's close with a final story. In the 1970s, a young filmmaker named George Lucas had a vision for a sci-fi epic called Star Wars. The studios rejected it, calling it unmarketable, but Lucas's intuition told him to persist. He saw spaceships, felt the thrill of adventure, heard the hum of lightsabers. Trusting his compass, He created a cultural phenomenon that inspired generations. Lucas didn't just make a movie, he followed the forbidden code, navigating by intuition to weave a new reality. As we end this chapter, know this: your intuition is a compass, guiding you through the unseen currents of life. You are not lost, you are the navigator, charting a course to your true north. Practice the compass calibration and intuitive leap daily. Feel the pull, follow the needle, and trust the journey. The forbidden code is yours, and the next chapter awaits. Chapter 7: The Mirror of Perception. What if the world you see isn't the world that is, but a reflection of the lens through which you view it? What if your reality, every triumph, every struggle, is shaped not by external forces, but by the mirror of your perception, polished or clouded by your subconscious mind? This is the seventh forbidden code. Your perception is a mirror, reflecting the inner workings of your mind, and by mastering it, you can transform the world you experience. In this chapter, we'll explore the art of polishing this mirror, blending ancient wisdom with modern science, to show you how to see and create a reality that aligns with your highest vision. Let's begin with a story that gleams like a polished gem. In the 19th century, a young man named Frederick Douglass escaped slavery, carrying little but a burning desire for freedom. Despite unimaginable odds, he saw himself not as a victim but as a leader, a writer, a voice for justice. This perception wasn't just hope, it was a lens, shaping how he viewed every challenge. He visualized himself speaking to crowds, his words sparking change. That vision led him to become one of history's greatest abolitionists, proving that the mirror of perception can reflect a reality far beyond circumstance. Douglass's story is a spark. How you see the world determines what you make of it. Science illuminates this truth. In 2017, neuroscientist Dr. Anil Seth published research on predictive processing, showing that your brain doesn't just receive sensory data, it constructs your reality based on expectations shaped by your subconscious. Your perception is like a projector, casting images onto the screen of the world, and if your subconscious holds beliefs of lack, you'll see obstacles everywhere. If it holds abundance, you'll notice opportunities. This isn't wishful thinking, it's biology. Your brain's reticular activating system, RAS, filters sensory input, highlighting what aligns with your beliefs. Ever notice how, after focusing on a goal, you suddenly see signs of it everywhere? That's your mirror at work, reflecting your inner focus. Picture your perception as a vast, shimmering mirror, its surface etched with the patterns of your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs. Each day you stand before it, and the world you see is its reflection. If the mirror is clouded with doubt, I'll never succeed, the world is against me, the reflection is dim, filled with struggle, but if you polish it with clarity, I am capable, opportunities surround me. The reflection sparkles with possibility. The forbidden code reveals that you are the mirror's keeper, not its prisoner. You can choose what it reflects by shaping the lens of your subconscious. Why has this knowledge been hidden? Because a world of people polishing their own mirrors is a world of visionaries, unshackled from external narratives. In ancient India, the Upanishads taught that the world is Maya, an illusion shaped by the mind's perception. Sages meditated to clear their inner lens, seeing beyond the veil to a reality of unity and power. These teachings were guarded, shared only with those ready to transcend ordinary sight. Today, systems profit from clouding your mirror, bombarding you with messages of fear, division, and inadequacy, ads that say you're not enough, news that paints the world as broken. The forbidden code hands you the cloth to wipe the mirror clean, revealing a reality of your own design. Let's weave in a modern story. In 2009, a young woman named Malala Yousafzai, living under Taliban rule in Pakistan, faced death threats for advocating girls' education. Yet she saw herself not as a victim, but as a force for change. Her perception, rooted in courage and purpose, allowed her to speak out, inspiring a global movement. At 17, she became the youngest Nobel Peace Prize laureate. Malala's mirror didn't reflect fear, it reflected possibility, proving that perception can reshape even the darkest realities. Now let's ground this in science. In 2020, psychologist Dr. Kelly McGonigal studied how perception influences stress. Her research showed that people who view stress as a challenge rather than a threat experience lower cortisol levels and better health outcomes. Your perception doesn't just change how you feel. It alters your body's chemistry, your decisions, and the reality you create. In ancient Greece, Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius echoed this, teaching that you have power over your mind, not outside events. By choosing how you perceive challenges, you choose the reflection you live in. But perception isn't just personal, it's magnetic. In 2018, sociologist Dr. Nicholas Christakis studied how social networks amplify perception. If you surround yourself with people who see possibility, their lens reinforces yours, creating a collective mirror that reflects abundance. Conversely, negative environments cloud your mirror, making the world seem hostile. The Forbidden Code teaches you to guard your lens, to choose influences that polish it and reflect your highest truth. So, how do you polish this mirror? It starts with awareness. Your subconscious is constantly etching patterns onto your lens. Beliefs like, "I'm not worthy," or "success is hard," cloud it, distorting what you see. The Forbidden Code empowers you to clean these patterns, to consciously choose perceptions that align with your dreams. It's about seeing opportunities where others see obstacles, beauty where others see chaos. Practice 1, the mirror polish. Find a quiet space and grab a journal. Close your eyes and picture a vast mirror before you, its surface reflecting your current reality, your job, relationships, daily life. Notice any clouds on the mirror, areas that feel heavy like a strained career or lackluster connections. Feel their texture like smudges or fog. Now, breathe deeply, imagining your breath as a soft cloth glowing with light. With each exhale, wipe the mirror clean, dissolving the clouds. Choose one area to reframe. If it's your career, shift your perception from "my job is a dead end" to "my work is a stepping stone to greatness." Visualize this new reflection. See yourself thriving. Hear the buzz of opportunity. Feel the pulse of purpose. Write this new perception in your journal. I see my career as a canvas of possibility, alive with growth. Spend 5 minutes daily polishing your mirror, visualizing and affirming this new lens. This practice clears your subconscious patterns, reflecting a reality of empowerment. Let's add a historical thread. In the 13th century, the mystic poet Rumi wrote, "The wound is the place where the light enters you." He saw pain not as a curse but as an opening, a chance to shift perception toward growth. His lens of beauty transformed suffering into wisdom, inspiring generations. Modern neuroscience supports this. A 2019 study by Dr. Lisa Feldman Barrett showed that reframing negative experiences activates the brain's reward centers, turning challenges into opportunities. Your mirror doesn't just reflect, it reshapes. But polishing the mirror requires more than thought. It needs emotion. Emotions are the light that illuminates your lens, making your perception vivid or dim. In 2021, psychologist Dr. Susan David's research on emotional agility showed that embracing positive emotions like hope or curiosity enhances your ability to see solutions. Negative emotions like resentment cloud your mirror, narrowing your view. The Forbidden Code teaches you to infuse your perception with emotions that expand your vision, reflecting a world of possibility. Practice 2, the light of perception. Each evening, spend 5 minutes illuminating your mirror with emotion. Sit quietly and breathe deeply, feeling your body soften like candlelight flickering. Choose a perception from your mirror polish practice, like, "I see opportunities everywhere." Recall a moment when you felt that truth. Maybe a time you seized a chance or felt inspired. Relive it. Hear the sounds, see the colors, feel the spark of possibility. Now, anchor this emotion to your perception by repeating it aloud. "I see opportunities everywhere." Visualize your mirror glowing, reflecting a vibrant reality, new doors opening, connections forming. Feel the light spreading through you, warm and alive. This practice infuses your subconscious lens with emotional clarity, reflecting a radiant world. Let's weave in one more layer from history. In ancient Japan, samurai followed the Bushido code, which taught that perception shapes honor. A warrior like Miyamoto Musashi, undefeated in 61 duels, saw every challenge as a chance to master himself. His lens of discipline and focus turned battles into lessons, crafting a legacy of legend. Modern studies on mindfulness, like those by Dr. Ellen Langer in 2017, show that a mindful perception, seeing each moment as new, enhances creativity and resilience. When you polish your mirror, you see the world anew, creating possibilities where none existed. Why is this knowledge forbidden? Because a world of people mastering their perception is a world that can't be manipulated. Systems thrive on clouding your mirror with fear, scarcity, and division, ensuring you see a reality that keeps you small. The Forbidden Code dares you to wipe the mirror clean, to see a world that reflects your power. But this power demands vigilance. Your lens can cloud again if you let negativity or distraction smudge it. The code asks you to guard your perception, to choose the light you reflect. Let's close with a final story. In the 1960s, a young girl named Maya Angelou faced trauma and racism, yet she chose to see herself as a poet, a voice for truth. Her perception, rooted in resilience and hope, led her to write I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings, a book that inspired millions. Angelou's mirror didn't reflect victimhood. It reflected strength, proving that perception can transform even the darkest realities. As we end this chapter, know this: your perception is a mirror, reflecting the world you choose to see. You are not bound by external shadows. You are the keeper, polishing the lens of your reality. Practice the mirror polish and light of perception daily. Feel the clarity, see the reflection, and trust the vision. The forbidden code is yours, and the next chapter awaits. Chapter 8: The River of Flow. What if there's a current running through your life, a force that carries you effortlessly toward your dreams when you align with it? What if every moment of ease, synchronicity, and inspiration is a glimpse of this current, waiting for you to dive in fully? This is the 8th forbidden code. Your subconscious is a river of flow, a dynamic stream of energy that connects you to the universe's rhythm. And by surrendering to it, you can move through life with grace, purpose, and power. In this chapter, we'll explore the art of flowing with this river, blending ancient wisdom with modern science to show you how to ride its currents to your destiny. Let's begin with a story that ripples like water. In the 1970s, a young surfer named Laird Hamilton faced monstrous waves off the coast of Hawaii. Waves so massive they were deemed unrideable, yet Hamilton felt a pull, an inner rhythm, urging him to paddle out. Instead of fighting the ocean's power, he surrendered to its flow, reading its currents and timing his moves with precision. His ability to align with the wave's energy made him a legend, pioneering big wave surfing. Hamilton's story is a crest. When you tune into the river of flow, you don't just survive, you soar. Science illuminates this current. In 2014, psychologist Dr. Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi, who coined the term flow state, published research showing that flow occurs when you're fully immersed in a task, your skills matching its challenge. In this state, the brain's prefrontal cortex quiets, allowing your subconscious to take the helm. Time slows, creativity surges, and you move with effortless precision. Your subconscious is the riverbed, channeling this flow, connecting your actions to a deeper universal rhythm. When you're in flow, you're not forcing reality, you're dancing with it. Picture your subconscious as a vast, shimmering river, its waters alive with the energy of your thoughts, emotions, and intentions. When you resist, clinging to doubt, overthinking, or control, the river grows turbulent, pulling you into rapids of stress and stagnation. But when you surrender, aligning your mind with trust and presence, the river carries you smoothly, delivering synchronicities, insights, and opportunities. The Forbidden Code reveals that you are the river's navigator, not its prisoner. You can choose to flow with its current, shaping a reality that moves with ease and grace. Why has this knowledge been concealed? Because a world of people riding the river of flow is a world of creators, unbound by rigid systems. In ancient China, Taoist sages like Chuangzi spoke of Wu Wei, or effortless action, the art of moving in harmony with the universe's rhythm. They taught that by aligning with the flow of the Tao, you could achieve great things without struggle. These teachings were often kept for the wise, as they empowered individuals to bypass external control. Today, systems profit from your resistance, keeping you trapped in cycles of effort and fear, endless to-do lists, societal pressures that block the river's flow. The Forbidden Code invites you to dive in, to trust the current within you. Let's weave in a modern story. In 2003, a young entrepreneur named Sarah Blakely was selling door-to-door. Her dreams of innovation stalled. Then she had an idea for footless pantyhose, a simple solution to a common problem. Instead of overthinking, she followed a hunch, prototyping in her apartment and pitching to retailers with fearless ease. That flow led to Spanx, a billion-dollar brand. Blakely didn't force her success. She rode the river, trusting her subconscious to guide her. Her story shows that flow isn't just luck, it's the forbidden code, aligning you with a current of possibility. Now let's ground this in science. In 2018, neuroscientist Dr. John Kunios studied the brain in flow states, finding that alpha waves linked to relaxed alertness surge when you're in flow. This state enhances neural connectivity, allowing your subconscious to integrate ideas and act with clarity. Ancient traditions echo this. In Zen Buddhism, monks practiced zazen, a meditative state of pure presence, to enter flow and align with the universe's rhythm. Modern biofeedback research, like that from the HeartMath Institute in 2021, shows that heart-brain coherence, achieved through calm breathing, amplifies flow, syncing your body with a state of effortless action. Your river of flow is both biological and mystical, a current that carries you to your highest potential. But flow isn't just about action, it's about trust. Your subconscious is always guiding you, sending signals through intuition, synchronicities, and moments of ease. Yet, most of us resist, paddling against the current with overanalysis or fear of failure. The Forbidden Code teaches you to let go, to trust the river's direction even when it curves beyond your sight. It's about surrendering control without losing intention, moving with the rhythm of your deepest self. Practice 1. The river's breath. Find a quiet space and sit comfortably. Close your eyes and picture a radiant river flowing through you, its waters sparkling with the energy of your subconscious. Feel its current, smooth and warm, carrying away tension. Now breathe deeply, letting each inhale draw the river's energy into your heart. Each exhale release resistance, doubt, worry, control. Imagine the river flowing toward a goal like a new career or deeper connection. See yourself gliding on its surface, trusting its path. Notice any sensations, a lightness in your chest, a spark of excitement. Ask the river, what's my next step? It might be a small action, write an email, take a walk, rest. Write it down and commit to doing it within 24 hours. Spend 5 minutes daily breathing with the river, feeling its flow and acting on its guidance. This practice aligns your subconscious with the current of flow, carrying you toward your dreams with ease. Let's add a historical thread. In the 16th century, the artist Michelangelo described sculpting as freeing the figure within the stone. He worked in a state of flow, trusting his hands to follow an inner vision. His masterpieces, like the David, weren't forced. They emerged from a rhythm of presence and intuition. Modern studies on creativity, like those by Dr. Scott Barry Kaufman in 2019, show that flow states unlock divergent thinking, allowing you to connect ideas in novel ways. When you flow, you're not just creating, you're revealing what's already within you. But flow requires more than presence. It needs alignment. Your emotions are the river's depth, your thoughts its direction. In 2020, psychologist Dr. Barbara Fredrickson's research on positive emotions showed that feelings like joy and awe deepen flow, expanding your awareness and drawing synchronicities. Negative emotions like anxiety create turbulence, blocking the current. The Forbidden Code teaches you to cultivate emotions that deepen the river, letting it carry you with grace. Practice 2. The current of joy. Each morning, spend 5 minutes infusing your river with joy. Sit quietly and breathe deeply, feeling your body relax like water settling into calm. Recall a moment when you felt pure joy, maybe laughing with friends, achieving a goal, or feeling free. Relive it. Hear the laughter, see the light, feel the warmth spreading through you. Now, anchor this joy to a vision of your desired reality. Say, thriving in a new venture. Picture yourself in that reality, flowing effortlessly. See the vibrant scenes, hear the sounds of success, feel the ease of alignment. Speak an affirmation aloud. I flow with joy toward my dreams. Visualize the river sparkling with this emotion, its current strong and clear, carrying you to your goal. Take one small action that day inspired by this vision. A phone call, a sketch, a kind word. This practice deepens your subconscious river, aligning it with a current of joy and possibility. Let's weave in one more layer from history. In ancient Hawaii, navigators known as wayfinders sailed vast oceans without maps, guided by the flow of nature, stars, waves, winds. They trusted their intuition and the universe's rhythm, finding islands thousands of miles away. Modern neuroscience supports this. A 2021 study by Dr. Anna Dietrich showed that flow states enhance intuitive decision-making, allowing you to navigate complex situations with ease. When you align with your river, you become a wayfinder, charting your path with inner wisdom. Why is this knowledge forbidden? Because a world of people flowing with their own current is a world that can't be damned. Systems thrive on your resistance, keeping you stuck in effort, distraction, and fear, ensuring your river runs dry. The Forbidden Code dares you to dive in, to trust the current even when it feels unfamiliar. But this power demands surrender. The river can't carry you if you cling to the shore, gripped by control or doubt. The code asks you to let go, to flow with the rhythm of your soul. Let's close with a final story. In the 1990s, a young writer named Elizabeth Gilbert struggled with rejection, her manuscripts ignored. Then she entered a flow state, writing Eat, Pray, Love, as if guided by a current. She visualized readers connecting with her story, felt the joy of sharing it. The book became a global sensation, touching millions. Gilbert didn't force her success. She flowed with it, trusting the river of her subconscious. As we end this chapter, know this: your subconscious is a river of flow, carrying you toward your destiny when you align with its current. You are not stuck. You are the navigator, riding the waves of possibility. Practice the river's breath and current of joy daily. Feel the flow, trust the current, and embrace the journey. The forbidden code is yours, and the next chapter awaits. Chapter 9, The Flame of Purpose. What if there's a fire burning within you, a spark that holds the secret to why you're here? What if every challenge, every dream, every moment of your life is fuel for this flame, guiding you to a purpose so powerful it can light up the world? This is the 9th forbidden code. Your subconscious is a flame of purpose, a radiant force that illuminates your path, and by kindling it, you can create a life that blazes with meaning and impact. In this chapter, we'll explore the art of igniting this inner fire, blending ancient wisdom with modern science to show you how to align with your soul's deepest calling. Let's begin with a story that glows like an ember. In the 1950s, a young woman named Rosa Parks, a seamstress in Montgomery, Alabama, felt a quiet but unshakable fire within her. Living in a segregated world, she could have accepted injustice as inevitable, but her subconscious burned with a sense of purpose to stand for dignity. When she refused to give up her bus seat in 1955, that spark ignited a movement, fueling the civil rights era. Rosa's story is a flare. Your purpose isn't just a goal, it's a flame, kindled by your subconscious, that can transform reality when you let it burn. Science sheds light on this inner fire. In 2019, psychologist Dr. Martin Seligman, a pioneer of positive psychology, published research on purpose and well-being. His studies showed that people with a clear sense of purpose, defined as a guiding reason for being, experience lower stress, better health, and greater resilience. Purpose activates the brain's reward centers, releasing dopamine and oxytocin, which fuel motivation and connection. Your subconscious is the hearth where this flame burns, whispering your calling through passions, intuitions, and moments of clarity. When you align with it, you don't just live, you blaze. Picture your purpose as a radiant flame, flickering in the core of your subconscious. Each thought, emotion, and action is kindling, either feeding the fire or dampening it. If you feed it doubt, I don't know my purpose and I'm too small to make a difference, the flame dims, casting shadows of apathy and disconnection. But if you feed it courage, I am here to create, my life has meaning, the flame roars, lighting up paths to impact and fulfillment. The forbidden code reveals that you are the firekeeper, not the ashes. You can choose to stoke the flame, aligning your life with a purpose that burns bright. Why has this knowledge been veiled? Because a world of people ignited by purpose is a world of revolutionaries, unstoppable by external control. In ancient Africa, griot storytellers passed down tales of destiny, teaching that each person carries a unique spark of the divine, meant to serve the community. These teachings were sacred, often hidden from oppressors, because they empowered individuals to rise above limitation. Today, systems profit from your disconnection, drowning your flame with distractions, endless scrolling, societal pressures that keep you from your calling. The forbidden code hands you the torch, urging you to let your purpose burn. Let's weave in a modern story. In 2012, a young engineer named Elon Musk faced near impossible odds with SpaceX. Rockets failed, funds dwindled, and critics called his dream of colonizing Mars absurd. But Musk's subconscious burned with purpose, to make humanity multiplanetary. He visualized rockets soaring, felt the thrill of discovery, and stoked that fire with relentless action. Today, SpaceX lands reusable rockets and inspires a new era of exploration. Musk's flame wasn't just ambition, it was the forbidden code, aligning his subconscious with a purpose that reshaped reality. Now, let's ground this in science. In 2020, neuroscientist Dr. Patricia Churchland studied the role of the anterior cingulate cortex, a brain region linked to purpose-driven behavior. Her research showed that when you act in alignment with your values, this region lights up, enhancing focus and decision-making. Ancient traditions echo this. In the 8th century, Sufi mystics like Al-Ghazali taught that purpose was a divine light within, guiding the soul to its true work. Modern studies on mindfulness, like those by Dr. Richard Davidson in 2021, show that reflecting on your values increases neural coherence, aligning your subconscious with a sense of meaning. Your flame of purpose is both biological and sacred, a fire that fuels creation. But purpose isn't just about grand missions, it's about daily sparks. Your subconscious is always whispering clues to your calling. The joy of helping a friend, the thrill of creating, the pull toward a cause. Most of us ignore these sparks, dismissing them as impractical or waiting for a perfect purpose to appear. The Forbidden Code teaches you to honor every ember, to see each moment of passion as kindling for your flame. It's about aligning your actions with what lights you up, no matter how small it seems. Practice 1. The Flame Finder. Ganesh, find a quiet space and grab a journal. Close your eyes and picture a glowing flame at the core of your being, its warmth pulsing like a heartbeat. This is your purpose, burning in your subconscious. Reflect on moments when you felt truly alive. Maybe teaching someone, creating art, or solving a problem. Feel the spark of those moments, like kindling catching fire. Ask yourself, what lights me up? What do I feel called to do? Write down any answers, even if they're vague. I love inspiring others. I feel alive when I write. Now, visualize fanning this flame. Picture one action that aligns with this spark. Volunteering, starting a project, sharing a kind word. See yourself doing it. Hear the sounds, feel the joy, see the impact. Write this vision in your journal. I ignite my purpose by teaching others, feeling the warmth of connection. Spend 5 minutes daily fanning your flame, visualizing and affirming this action. This practice kindles your subconscious purpose, letting it burn brighter each day. Let's add a historical thread. In the 19th century, Florence Nightingale felt a call to nursing, a profession then seen as lowly despite societal scorn. She visualized herself healing the sick, her purpose a flame that guided her through war-torn hospitals. Her work revolutionized healthcare, saving countless lives. Nightingale's flame wasn't just duty, it was the forbidden code, aligning her subconscious with a purpose that changed the world. But purpose needs more than vision, it needs fuel. Emotions are the oxygen that feeds your flame, making it roar or flicker. In 2022, psychologist Dr. Dacher Keltner's research on awe showed that feelings of wonder and connection amplify your sense of purpose, expanding your perspective and inspiring action. Negative emotions like self-doubt starve the flame, leaving you cold. The Forbidden Code teaches you to fuel your purpose with emotions that ignite your soul, creating a fire that lights your path. Practice 2. The Ember of Awe. Each evening, spend 5 minutes feeding your flame with awe. Sit quietly and breathe deeply, feeling your body glow like a hearth. Recall a moment when you felt awe, maybe watching a sunset, hearing music, or witnessing kindness. Relive it, see the colors, hear the sounds, feel the wonder spreading through you. Now, anchor this awe to your purpose from the Flame Finder practice. Picture your calling, say, creating art, infused with this emotion. Visualize yourself painting, the canvas alive with color, your heart blazing with joy. Speak an affirmation aloud, my purpose burns with awe, lighting my path. Take one small action that day aligned with this vision. A sketch, a conversation, a step toward your calling. Write down the outcome. I drew today and felt inspired. This practice fuels your subconscious flame, aligning it with a purpose that glows with meaning. Let's weave in one more layer from history. In ancient Greece, the philosopher Aristotle spoke of eudaimonia, a state of flourishing achieved by living your purpose. He believed each person has a unique function, like a flame meant to shine in a specific way. Modern research on purpose, like that by Dr. Victor Strecker in 2020, shows that aligning with your calling reduces inflammation and boosts longevity. When you kindle your flame, you're not just creating, you're thriving. Why is this knowledge forbidden? Because a world of people blazing with purpose is a world that can't be dimmed. Systems thrive on your disconnection, keeping you busy with meaningless tasks or fear of failure, ensuring your flame stays small. The Forbidden Code dares you to stoke your fire, to let your purpose burn bright even when it feels risky. But this power demands courage. Your flame can flicker if you let doubt or distraction smother it. The code asks you to guard your purpose, to feed it with intention and awe. Let's close with a final story. In the 1980s, a young teacher named Jamie Escalante faced a failing school in East Los Angeles where students were labeled hopeless. But his purpose burned to prove they could excel. He visualized his students mastering calculus, felt the pride of their success, and taught with relentless passion. His class passed AP exams at unprecedented rates, inspiring the film Stand and Deliver. Escalante's flame didn't just teach, it transformed lives, proving that purpose can light up even the darkest corners. As we end this chapter, know this: your subconscious is a flame of purpose, burning to guide you to your calling. You are not adrift, you are the firekeeper, stoking a blaze that shapes your reality. Practice the Flame Finder and Ember of Awe daily. Feel the heat, see the light, and trust the fire. The Forbidden Code is yours, and the next chapter awaits. Chapter 10, The Crown of Sovereignty. What if you are not just a player in the game of life, but the one who writes the rules? What if every thought, emotion, and choice you make is a royal decree shaping the kingdom of your reality? This is the 10th and final forbidden code. Your subconscious is a crown of sovereignty, granting you the divine right to rule your life, and by claiming it, you can create a world that bows to your vision. In this chapter, we'll explore the art of wearing this crown, blending ancient wisdom with modern science to show you how to reign over your reality with unshakable authority and grace. Let's begin with a story that shines like a scepter. In the 16th century, Queen Elizabeth I inherited a fractured England, torn by war and division. Many doubted a young woman could lead, but Elizabeth saw herself as a sovereign destined to unify her nation. She visualized a golden age, felt the weight of her crown, and spoke with conviction that inspired loyalty. Her reign, known as the Elizabethan era, brought prosperity, art, and exploration, proving that sovereignty isn't just power, it's the ability to shape reality through inner authority. Elizabeth's story is a beacon. When you claim your crown, you rule your world. Science illuminates this truth. In 2020, neuroscientist Dr. Lisa Feldman Barrett published research on affective realism, showing that your emotions and beliefs shape how you perceive and interact with the world. Your subconscious acts like a throne room, issuing decrees through every thought and feeling, which your brain and body obey. When you believe you're powerless, your brain signals stress, narrowing your perspective. When you claim sovereignty, it releases serotonin, enhancing confidence and clarity. Your subconscious is the crown, and every choice you make is a royal edict shaping the kingdom of your life. Picture your subconscious as a majestic throne, its seat adorned with the jewels of your thoughts, emotions, and intentions. When you sit in doubt, I can't change my life and I'm not enough, the throne crumbles and your reality reflects chaos. But when you sit in sovereignty, I am the creator of my destiny, my will shapes the world, the throne radiates power, and your reality aligns with your command. The Forbidden Code reveals that you are not a subject. You are the monarch, ruling your life with divine authority. Why has this knowledge been hidden? Because a world of sovereigns is a world that can't be controlled. In ancient Mesopotamia, priests taught that humans were co-creators with the gods, each carrying a spark of divine will. These teachings were guarded, shared only with initiates, because they empowered people to defy earthly rulers. Today's systems profit from your submission, feeding you narratives of powerlessness, ads that say you need more, news that breeds fear, norms that demand conformity. The Forbidden Code places the crown on your head, daring you to rule your own reality. Let's weave in a modern story. In 2013, a young activist named Greta Thunberg sat alone outside Sweden's parliament, striking for climate action. Critics dismissed her as powerless, but Greta saw herself as a force, her will a scepter to awaken the world. She visualized global change, felt the fire of her conviction, and spoke with authority. Her solitary act sparked a movement, inspiring millions. Greta's crown wasn't wealth or status, it was the Forbidden Code, the sovereignty of her subconscious, shaping a new reality. Now, let's ground this in science. In 2021, psychologist Dr. Carol Dweck's research on mindset showed that people with a growth mindset, believing they can shape their abilities, achieve more than those who see themselves as fixed. This mindset activates the brain's prefrontal cortex, enhancing problem-solving and resilience. Ancient traditions echo this. In the 5th century BCE, the philosopher Lao Tzu taught that mastering yourself is true power. By ruling your inner world, you rule the outer. Modern biofeedback studies, like those by the HeartMath Institute in 2022, show that self-empowerment practices like heart-focused breathing align your nervous system, amplifying your sense of agency. Your crown of sovereignty is both biological and divine, a throne from which you create. But sovereignty isn't just about belief, it's about action. Your subconscious is always issuing decrees through your daily choices, habits, and focus. Most of us rule unconsciously, letting old patterns, fear, procrastination, self-doubt govern our kingdom. The Forbidden Code teaches you to reign with intention, to issue decrees that align with your highest vision. It's about choosing thoughts that empower, emotions that uplift, and actions that build your empire. Practice 1. The Sovereign's Decree. Find a quiet space and grab a journal. Close your eyes and picture a golden throne, its arms carved with your dreams, its seat glowing with your power. This is your subconscious, the seat of your sovereignty. Sit on the throne and feel its strength like a mountain beneath you. Reflect on an area of your life where you feel powerless, maybe a career rut or personal struggle. Ask, what decree have I been issuing here? Perhaps it's, I'm stuck, or I can't change this. Write it down, feeling its weight like a rusted chain. Now issue a new decree. If the old one was, "I'm stuck," proclaim, "I am the creator of my path." Visualize your throne radiating light, your words echoing like a royal edict. See this decree reshaping your reality. A new job opportunity, a renewed sense of purpose. Write it in your journal. I decree that I create abundance, feeling the power of my choices. Spend 5 minutes daily sitting on your throne, affirming your decree and visualizing its impact. This practice aligns your subconscious with your sovereign will, reshaping your kingdom. Let's add a historical thread. In the 1st century BCE, Cleopatra, Egypt's last pharaoh, ruled with unmatched sovereignty. Facing Roman threats, she visualized herself as a divine queen, her will shaping alliances and empires. Her charisma and strategy weren't just skill, they were the forbidden code, her subconscious crown commanding reality. Modern psychology supports this. A 2020 study by Dr. Amy Cuddy showed that power posing and self-affirmation boost confidence and influence, altering how others perceive you. When you wear your crown, you don't just change your mind, you change the world. But sovereignty needs more than decrees, it needs presence. Emotions are the scepter that amplifies your rule. In 2022, psychologist Dr. Kristin Neff's research on self-compassion showed that treating yourself with kindness strengthens emotional resilience, making you a more effective leader of your life. Negative emotions like self-criticism weaken your rule, dimming your crown's light. The Forbidden Code teaches you to wield emotions that empower, to rule with compassion and strength. Practice 2, the scepter of presence. Each morning, spend 5 minutes wielding your scepter with presence. Sit quietly and breathe deeply, feeling your body settle like a kingdom at peace. Picture your crown glowing with your authority. Choose a quality to embody: confidence, love, clarity. Recall a moment when you felt this quality, maybe leading a project or connecting deeply. Relive it, hear the sounds, see the light, feel the strength. Now, anchor this emotion to your decree from the sovereign's decree practice, like, I create abundance. Visualize yourself ruling your life with this quality. See yourself making bold choices, hear your voice commanding respect, feel your heart radiating power. Speak your decree aloud. I rule my life with confidence, creating abundance. Take one action that day aligned with this. Send a bold email, speak your truth, take a risk. Write down the outcome. I spoke up and felt empowered. This practice infuses your subconscious crown with emotional presence, strengthening your rule. Let's weave in one more layer from history. In ancient India, the concept of dharma taught that each person has a unique role in the cosmic order, a sovereign duty to fulfill. Sages like Patanjali, in his Yoga Sutras, urged self-mastery to align with this purpose. Modern research on self-efficacy, like that by Dr. Albert Bandura in 2019, shows that believing in your ability to shape outcomes enhances performance and well-being. When you wear your crown, you align with your dharma, ruling your life with divine purpose. Why is this knowledge forbidden? Because a world of sovereigns is a world that can't be ruled. Systems thrive on your submission, keeping you small with narratives of inadequacy or external control. The Forbidden Code crowns you, daring you to reign with authority, but this power demands responsibility. Your crown can slip if you let fear or distraction govern. The code asks you to rule with intention, to wear your sovereignty with pride. Let's close with a final story. In the 1990s, a young South African named Nelson Mandela emerged from 27 years in prison, not with bitterness but with sovereignty. He visualized a united nation, felt the power of forgiveness, and ruled his reality with compassion. His leadership ended apartheid and inspired the world. Mandela's crown wasn't just freedom, it was the Forbidden Code, his subconscious authority reshaping a nation. As we end this chapter, know this: your subconscious is a crown of sovereignty, granting you the power to rule your reality. You are not a subject, you are the monarch, shaping a kingdom of your design. Practice the sovereign's decree and scepter of presence daily. Feel the power, wear the crown, and trust your rule. The Forbidden Code is yours, and your journey is just beginning. Call to action: you've unlocked the 10 Forbidden Codes, each a key to your infinite potential. This is your moment, your coronation. Wear your crown and declare your sovereignty by taking action. Subscribe to this channel, like this video, and share it with those ready to claim their power. Let this be your first decree, a step toward a life that blazes with purpose. The kingdom of your reality awaits. Rule it with courage.